Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be reading only romance books for 24 hours, and this is one of the videos part of the mumathon challenge. I'm reading the book from that challenge. If you don't know about the challenge, I explain it all in my April TBR, but I'll quickly do an explanation here. So for April, me and my mum is doing a little fun challenge where I have to read 20 books in 2 weeks. And I thought I would do a few videos on me reading the books to try and help me get through them. So that is where mumathon challenge came from. This is the second video that is part of that, but unfortunately I am having to kind of remake this video in a sense. So what I'm having to do is I literally just went to go and edit this video and realized some of my clips are gone. Like some of my footage, I don't know what has happened, gone. I don't know. So I'm having to I'll be jumping in here every now and then to try and explain what's happening or update the vlog, like a book if I haven't, which I've noticed some books you don't get anything, like any context on. I've just got some like montages or whatever. So I am going to try my best to still keep this good and interesting, but I hope you stick around, I hope you still enjoy. But the first book I read is Our Fault by Mercedes Ron. So I did get some montage footage of me actually finishing that book, so I'll show you that now.
If we could run it back, and do you wonder?
Okay, so obviously after that montage I finished the book and I decided to rate it 3 stars. This is for the pure fact of, I don't know what it was definitely a improvement from the second book. I was just still quite like disappointed in a sense of the way things went, and I don't know how to say it without spoiling, because obviously it's the third book in a series. But the first book I really enjoyed. The second book was a no from me, especially the ending. Like the beginning was like okay, the middle was okay, but then the middle was like boring, but then the ending just ruined everything for me. So the third book was an improvement from the second book. It was just definitely still disappointing of what happened, how long it took. I feel like the book was longer than what it needed to be. It really did not need to be 442 pages as it says here. There was no need for that. It could have been like 100 pages shorter and be a good book. So that was that book, and then I moved on to The Last Letter. Now The Last Letter, this is going to be some interesting footage. Good job with friends here, because let's just say you're going to see a different side of me. So let's just get on into the footage for that book. Okay, so I have started The Last Letter and I have already cried, and I was only at 43 pages in, but now I'm 62 pages in, and so far it's sad and enjoyable. It's sad and I'm liking it so far. I would definitely say it's a slow start, but I feel like it's needed considering of everything that's happening, obviously without spoiling anything. But 2 things are happening that are like sad. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading.
If we could run it back, and do you wonder? I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity, but she's taken. So can't help falling in love. Can't take the hint and give up. My mama told me don't talk to people you haven't met. I guess my mama was right, but it's not 'cause everybody you meet is dangerous, but 'cause they'll break your heart. 'Cause she plays it so cool, making up her own rules, and I'm a loser for thinking I've got any shot in the dark. Now it's hitting me hard. Tell me, what am I supposed to do? 'Cause I've got an internet crush. She's not a celebrity.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think I actually ever updated for this vlog because of what you just seen, the reaction, and I needed time to process what I had just read, because this was such a heartbreaking book.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
let me just tell you, like, if you want to cry for whatever reason, or you are looking for a sad book, this is definitely the book for you. Thinking about what happened in this book just makes me want to tear up every single time, and it was just so sad, and you won't expect the ending, let me just tell you. It's so unexpected. It just kind of like, it just hits you. You read it and it just hits you for no reason, and the way everything happened, I don't know, it literally broke my heart into pieces. And my mom was very proud that she found a book to make me cry, because that sounds awful but only because I don't cry at books, and if I do, it's a really good book. Yeah, it's very rare that I cry at a book, and let me just tell you, this is the one book that I literally sobbed at. And near the ending, the last clip you would have just seen, I filmed, because I don't know what it was, but it just, the things that was happening, like, I can't say without spoiling, but I'm just going to try my best. So the main plot twist, it happened, and it was like building up slowly. I don't know how to say this, so I was like, okay, is something sad going to happen? So I filmed myself just in case, and I was not expecting what was to come. I thought maybe something else was going to happen, or there was going to be like another twist, and honestly that's what I was hoping, because what actually happened was like I said, heartbreaking. But it just, obviously it didn't happen like that. But I'm glad I got my reaction for that, because normally if I'm not very good at capturing reactions, but I really wanted to capture a reaction for this book, because I heard everyone say that it's heartbreaking, and I just didn't understand why, and now I do. So the first bit I was like teary-eyed. I wasn't really like, oh no, that's a lie like there was a little tear down my face, but you know, but then the second time, oh my gosh, I would definitely credit this book. So either way, 5 stars. Absolutely love, because it was heartbreaking. It was able to make me cry, but also I just love the characters in this book. I just love everything about this book, and I would highly recommend it. Check trigger warnings and be aware that you're going to be heartbroken, but please check the trigger warnings, because there can be triggering stuff in this book. So that is all I'm going to say for now. But I did end up buying my mom this book, because it's 99p on the Kindle app on Amazon. So I did end up buying her, and I did say she has to read it as well, because she said that, because it made me cry, she's intrigued. So I did kind of tell her some stuff about the book, but I didn't ruin the ending, because I wanted to hit her hard, okay because I want to see if she cries, but obviously I don't know when she's going to read it. She's not a big reader. I don't have any footage left, even montages of the next 3 books that I read, so I'm just going to have to kind of explain it as much as I can. The 3rd book I read was Out on a Limb, and this book I absolutely loved. It was so enjoyable. I can't actually remember what I rated it. It was 4 stars, and this was such an enjoyable read. Okay, so this book is basically about Bo and Win, and they meet at a party, and they end up having a one-night stand, and then that's when their life changes. That's what I'm going to say, because I'm not sure if it's a spoiler, but I'm going to leave it there, because I obviously don't want to spoil anything. But this was such an amazing book, because it also has some disability representation, which was different in a book. You don't really see that in many books nowadays, and I found it really interesting. The genres that Goodreads says it is a romance, contemporary, adult, disability, audiobook, fiction, new adult, and chick lit. If you like all those stuff, then this book would be for you, but I really recommend it. And if you're looking for a quick read, this is definitely for you. Now, it is almost 400 pages, but you get so like engrossed in the story and everything that it flies by. Okay, just trust me on this. This needs to be read. It was absolutely amazing, and I loved it. And then the next book I read was The Single Dad, and this book I rated 4.25 stars. So this is the 3rd book in the Dalton family series. Now, the 1st and 2nd book I liked, but it wasn't like a favorite of mine. But then this one I absolutely loved, which isn't surprising, because one of my favorite tropes is single dad trope, or single parent trope in general. And so it wasn't really surprising to me, but I could definitely say I enjoyed this. So this is about Ford, and he has a daughter, and he ends up meeting this woman, and he ends up like spending time with her and everything, and he's looking for a nanny. And it turns out that the woman he has been seeing actually applied to be the nanny as well. I'm just gonna leave it there, but this is such a good book and definitely very interesting there. It is similar to other books, but I don't know, it's just very interesting. Now, the only thing that I've noticed about this series, I don't know if it's just Hermione and Man's writing in general or how they start their books, or if it's just this series, but it always starts in the same way, where like the characters are having like a one night stand, or they meet at a bar and they spend the night together and blah blah, and it always starts like that, and I just feel like that's too quick for me. That's the only downside that I have about this book or the series in general. Oh well, the first 3 books, I don't know about the others yet, I haven't read them, but I don't know, that's the only thing that I don't like. But then again, that happens and then like it slows down a bit relationship wise in the story, so I don't know. But either way, this is the best book out of the series so far, so again, recommend it. You don't have to read the series in order. These are interconnected standalones, so you could just read this one. But then I went into another Single Dad one without even knowing there was a Single Dad trope. It kind of like shocked me, if I'm being completely honest, because I don't think it mentions it anywhere. I could be wrong because I didn't read the synopsis, but that is The Rules of Dating by Penelope Ward and V. Keeland, and I've actually finished this book last night in one sitting, so I rated this 4 stars, and I would definitely recommend this one. This is about, so it's about Billy, and she is a tattoo artist, and she wants to get revenge on her boyfriend because he ended up cheating. And so she's got like this revenge plan, and obviously she's just not in the best mood. And then this man walks in to the tattoo shop, and she just, because she's not in a good mood, she just ends up basically taking it out on him. But turns out the man that walked in that she just took her mood out on is the landlord. But like I said, I would definitely recommend this. I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to accidentally spoil anything. That's the one thing that I find difficult about explaining books, is I just feel like I'm going to accidentally ruin something. But yeah, unfortunately this vlog didn't go how I would have liked it to have gone, but I still would like to post it because it is part of the challenge, and I did promise videos about the challenge. That's the whole point. So yeah, you will be getting one more reading vlog from the challenge, and I'm thinking of doing like a wrap up video for the challenge. If you're interested, please let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I never normally ask this in my videos, but I think I'm going to start, just, you know, as a reminder. But please like, subscribe, and maybe comment a like this emoji, and then I will know that you made it to the end. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and until the next one, bye.